Hi there, a very exciting lesson today. We're going to be learning our very first chord. Now there are probably some easier things that I could have chosen to get started with. We could be doing some finger exercises, or I could be teaching you how to play the melody to Greensleeves or something exciting like that. But I've always believed chords are the best place to start, because it's with chords that we're going to be able to play some cool songs, and that's what this course is all about. So grab your guitar and let's get going. I should probably just say a couple of words about how to sit with your guitar, about posture. Now, I'm not too fussy about this. There are no rules or anything. I mean, unless you're a classical guitar player where things are a bit more formal, you can kind of sit however's comfortable. I would recommend your guitar just sits over your right leg like this. It should have a curved shape on the bottom of your guitar, which is designed to fit comfortably over your leg. Obviously, if you're a left-handed guitar player, it will be the opposite way around. The most important thing is that the guitar has got a balance to it. It should naturally balance on your knee like that. If you just hug it in quite tightly to your body, your right arm and hand can come over the top, and just hold it gently like that. You shouldn't need to hold on to it with your left hand at all. This hand is going to be playing notes and playing chords. It's not there to be supporting the guitar. So just make sure that your guitar is balanced. You don't want it kind of drooping over like that or falling off your knee the other way. So I hope you're sitting comfortably. Let's take a look at this chord. It's called E, and it's a great sounding chord. It's a chord which is used in many thousands of cool songs, and once you've learned it, you're going to be using it for the rest of your guitar playing career. So let's go to a close-up of my fingers and I'll explain what you have to do. Now, just to make this explanation a bit easier, we're going to label the fingers on our left hand. Let's call the index finger finger number 1, then we've got finger number 2, finger number 3, and the little finger, the pinky, is finger number 4. I also want us to label the strings on the guitar. So the skinniest string, the high E, is going to be string number 1, then we've got string number 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 6th string is the low E string, the thickest string. Can you put your first finger at the first fret on the 3rd string? Now, when I say press down at the first fret, these pieces of metal running across the fingerboard are the frets. So this is the first fret, and you need to put your finger just behind that fret. If you're on top of the fret, the note is going to be unclear and muffled. If you're too far away from the fret, the string is going to buzz. So the ideal finger placement is right about there, and you're going to get a clear note. Now, can we put our 3rd finger at the 2nd fret on the 4th string? That's the 4th string up from the floor. Again, we're going to press nice and close to the fret like that. And finally, I want you to reach over with your 2nd finger and place that on the 5th string, again at the 2nd fret. Now, because the 3rd finger's kind of in the way, it's impossible to get the 2nd finger right up close to the fret, so you just want to get it as close as you can in this case. And just a quick word about your thumb. Your thumb, you don't want to have it wrapped right round the guitar like that, because we need to leave the low E string clear to ring. So I think just have your thumb behind the neck like that. It's okay if it's showing over the top a little bit, but you want it just behind the neck a little bit. And the other thing to try and achieve is just have a bit of space underneath your fingers here, again just so the strings ring clearly. Just before I go, I wanted to have a quick word about guitar chord boxes or chord grids, which are a very simple way of writing down guitar chords. Something you'll see all the time, and I use them a lot in this course. There'll be various chord sheets and things that you can download from my website. So it's worth understanding how they work. So this is a chord grid, and it's very simple. We're basically looking at a picture of this bit of the guitar. We've got the nut, which is this bit of the guitar, and then the 1st fret, 2nd fret, 3rd fret. We have the strings. On the left hand side is the thickest string, the low E string. On the right hand side is the high E string, and the black dots show you where to put your fingers, and quite often they'll be numbered to show you the left hand fingering, fingers 1 through 4. At the top of this picture you can see some circles. They just mean that those particular strings should be played open, meaning you're not having to press down a note on that string. You can't see them in this particular diagram, but on some chords there'll be a cross at the top, and that means don't play that particular string. So that's it for this lesson. Have some fun with the E chord, have a mess about with it, try and get it to the point where it's sounding consistently good, and I'll see you on the next lesson where we'll be looking at the A chord.